Aquarius, welcome to your reading for the 31st of August through to the 6th of September, and it is going to be a general reading. Okay, so let's welcome in the archangels, ascended masters, light beings, spirit guides, our higher selves, and any animal, ancestral or dragon guides you feel resonant with. Aquarius. Okay, overall energy for the reading is the Knight of Wands. So this is a energy of inspiration, of of getting, probably feeling excited about something. Yeah, let's just pop that there. Let's get a bit more context now as well. Okay. Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Pentacles. I think you have reason to be excited here. Six of Cups and the Emperor. Wow. So the Wheel of Fortune, energy of expansion. Here, Aquarius, moving into a beautiful Nine of Pentacles energy as well. I feel like this is just a whole nice positive vibe that you're moving into. I think Jupiter's still in Leo, so there's a very much like this idea of expansion, more options and possibilities open to you at the moment. Aquarius is what you could be feeling, okay? And maybe you've also, struck a nice work-life balance there with your Nine of Pentacles. And you also have these Six of Cups and the Emperor in your current energy, which is very interesting because it's almost like the energy of like a parent and child. So maybe your inner child is coming forward. But it could also be that maybe there's something to do with an energy to do with children or something from your past, but you are stepping into a strong position here with the Emperor. It could be sort of to do with structures, from your past. Maybe this is to do with maybe the education system that you went through as a child or a teenager. Maybe there's something that's coming up for you from your childhood or your teenage years that you are, in a sense, getting a handle on, getting a greater level of understanding about it. It's interesting because the Emperor is very much an energy of structure and order, and this is the Six of Cups, which is the water flow, to do with relationships, your inner child, like very much like a soul energy. So there's something about these two energies that you're feeling into at the moment, and it could be something to do with your Nine of Pentacles here, I'm thinking. So if your inner child's activated and you're doing like a work role or project or something like that, that you feel is activating for your inner child, but it's also giving you a sense of accomplishment, perhaps on the work front, there's some level of responsibility that's involved with that as well. Maybe this is a nice, representing work-life balance as well. And here we have some more fire energy, Ten of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Remember, we have the Knight of Wands energy, overall energy for your reading, which could be signifying that you are either needing at the moment, Aquarius, to be wary of jumping into something, or we'll see how the reading pans out, but Spirit could be giving you a green light to jump into something that you are passionate about here, Aquarius. Ten of Cups, yeah, emotional fulfillment, new inspiration, Ace of Wands. So maybe this is about you acting on that inspiration that you are feeling at the moment. Interestingly enough, you have the Emperor again in direction moving forward. So Emperor twice in your reading, which is pretty powerful stuff for you, Aquarius. So you could be feeling maybe in command, in control of something or a situation. Maybe you're overseeing, maybe you're managing others. There's a Five of Cups here as well, which is talking about something that's not working, that maybe you could be dwelling on. Let's see what happens. Let's grab some more cards. Maybe there's some aspect of this thing that's not working out. Hang on, I'm just going to... there could be a disappointment or something to that effect, but there's new opportunity on the horizon there, I think. Wow, the Star and Rebirth, the Lovers and Three of Swords. Yeah, so I think there's a rebirth here in the outcome, and it's your soul alignment. So I think whatever's causing you disappointment at the moment, Aquarius, I feel like with the Emperor, you're really going to be able to sort of take control of that situation and move forward with it, move forward from it. That's what I should have said. So yeah, because here you have the Star, your soul alignment sort of energy, and this is a rebirth into that. Okay, you're rebirthing into soul energy, which is really nice. Your higher self, also a healing energy, which is nice because you also have the Three of Swords here, which did come out in reverse with the Lovers. So it's almost saying that maybe there's some healing that's going to be completed, okay? Or maybe you are completing a healing phase or healing process at the moment, and that it's going to be, as a result, I guess the healing is also incorporating you're coming together with your higher self. The Lovers can be quite a spiritual card, okay? So you could be feeling more in tune with your higher self and therefore healing your soul in some ways, or coming to a greater depth of understanding of yourself and of your soul energy, okay, and what you've come here to do and what your mission is. And maybe the Emperor here in your reading is about, you stepping into that mission. We might get some clarity on that in a moment, actually, as to what type of mission that would be, if that's the case. Nine of Pentacles again in spirit guidance. So yeah, this is like if something's going to provide you with peace, harmony, contentment, and a sufficient income to create the lifestyle that you're wanting to do, then this is a good thing to do. Okay, Spirit's just confirming that, of course. Page of Cups, your inner child energy again. So remembering to sort of go with the flow, which the Nine of Pentacles incorporates that, okay, because the Earth is a very feminine energy, as is the water. That's also feminine. And here we have the Knight of Swords. So moving forward with your communication skills, your ability to analyze, to look at information, to receive information downloads, but also to align with your personal truth here, I think, as well, Aquarius. Let's get some clarification on this Emperor here, especially that Emperor with the Five of Cups. Spirit, can we just get some more info on that? Emperor, Five of Cups. Oh, we don't need 4 cards. Hang on a moment. Emperor, Five of Cups. What is this to do with Aquarius? Okay, well, those two are dropped. Temperance. So I think this is indeed about, because sometimes if we dwell too much in this stuff that's not working, I guess it takes away from this feeling of empowerment. So maybe what Spirit's sort of saying here with temperance is that to really moderate and balance and be aware of if you are over dwelling on what's not working and over dwelling on disappointments at the expense of moving into a position of strength for yourself. So knowing what you need to do. Wonder what this card is here. Oh, the Knight of Swords as well. So this could be about looking at if there's extra information you need pertaining to this disappointment here. Extra information, Aquarius, using your communication skills. If there's something on your mind or in your heart that you might need to just talk to a professional about, or even talk to yourself about, or or do some journaling or some writing or some just a bit of a thought process around it, to kind of really work out how you can move into this balanced state here, temperance. Okay, it's interesting because the Emperor really hasn't got to where he is without some degree of temperance, which is also talking about self-discipline, moderation, being organized, and having also the ability to kind of blend and work things out in a new way, or something that's going to move you forward here as well, Aquarius. So let's look at the bottoms of the decks. The Nine of Wands. Yeah. So something could be nearing completion with the Nine of Wands. And I think from that, I think you will be moving into the Knight of Wands, okay, which is that new inspired energy, which is fire. And we also needed to mention that the Emperor card here twice in your reading is also fire, but it's coming at it from a higher perspective, a bigger perspective. So maybe this is about you getting some perspective as well, Aquarius, a broader perspective on things. Also a fire energy, okay? So the Emperor is about, transformation. Wow, Hierophant. Yeah. Looking at your values and your beliefs here as well, Aquarius. What's worked for you in the past and what hasn't worked. But also for you, in terms of your soul energy here, realizing that you are your own intermediary between, your physical self and spirit. Okay, so this is also along the lines of the star energy there. It's being really in tune with your divine beingness and your sovereignty, which is also an energy that the Emperor is putting through here, is your, and we could also say your spiritual sovereignty, okay? Wheel of Fortune again. So this is really nice, confirming that beautiful Jupiter energy of expansion, expanding your consciousness, looking at more possibilities that could be open to you now, Aquarius, more opportunities as well, quite possibly. And yeah, awesome. 10 of Cups, twice in your reading. So emotional fulfillment, I think, is on the horizon for you, Aquarius. I almost feel as though it's like you've got things set up and it's a matter of just maintaining the pace, maintaining what it is that you're doing, because I think you understand you're transforming into your soul self. There could be something that's putting a little bit of a spanner in the works there in terms of this 5 of Cups. And I think maybe this reading is here to support you and encourage you to move through that 5 of Cups energy in the way that you feel is going to work best for you, okay? Because there's some awesome stuff on the other side of that. 2 of Wands, yeah. Okay, so this could be a new path, a portal opening, and it makes sense with Jupiter and Leo. There could be some high frequency energies coming down at the moment that, or certainly in this next week or two, that you probably will feel, and it might give you that boost that you need to, I guess, make a commitment in some ways here with the Hierophant, making a commitment to a new path or to something that you're truly passionate about. The Knight of Wands, and it's interesting here, this is the overall energy, that this person is sort of, they're kneeling down between 2 wands almost, but there's wands behind her as well. But it's almost like, here you are thinking about it, and here you are really embodying that energy and moving forward with, a very spirited, high vibe, happy, inspired, motivated frequency, okay? So there we have it. I hope that's been helpful for you, Aquarius. I look forward to your next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, a fantastic week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.